Hopefully you guys are having a great Friday. Let's go here. All right, there, good. Got stuff going in. All right, nice. We're gonna go over here to our live, and we're gonna go here. We're gonna see how this goes. Yep. There it is right there. Customize analytics. Let me see here. Reach, engagement, audience. Nice. Okay, good. Hopefully you guys had a good week. I'm trying my best to get everything figured out. Let's go to the link right there. Good. Okay. Play this one. Mute that right there. And then we're going to go into participants. There we are. Nice. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And then we've got this guy right here. And we're going to say moderation, timestamp, reaction. Good, good, good. All right. Hopefully you guys can see me out in TV land. All right, so yeah, just getting back into the groove, getting back into the things. It took me a little while to get things set up for our stream here. Just had a couple of updates, so sorry for being a little bit late. But we're going back into MTG Forge. We're going to be doing our Forge adventure. And then at the end of this, we're going to have a little bit of an announcement, a little bit, just a small thing, not crazy, but I think it's going to be impactful nonetheless. All right, so we're opening it up. Yep, I did the updates for this, so we should be good. We're going to go into adventure mode, right like that. And then we're going to do this right here. And then I want to go over to the Twitch side of things right there. And then he is live now. That's me. I'm live right now. And then we're going to go into, where am I going? Where am I going? We are needing to go to creator stream summary channel, creator dashboard, right there. Right there, and then we're going into analytics. Nope, we're not doing that. I need to go into, back to Twitch. I need to go to my channel, right there. Right there, community. Sure, a little quiet, yep, so, okay, cool, awesome. So we got that going. We got this going. We're going to pop you out. We're going to try some new fun things here. We're going to try some new fun things here to try and get some engagement, some fun going on. Okay, so we got that. We got you. We're going to bring you over here. Perfect. Right like that. And then we've got our top fans, chat, participants. Yep. Right there. So I'm trying to get everything set up to where I've got a good handle on who's here, who's not. And then I've got the chat going right here. And we'll take this guy out and we'll bring this down right like that. Perfect. Perfect. Cool. Awesome. This is good. Good. Awesome. Yep. So this is all going according to plan. Going according to plan. All right, bring this guy right here. Perfect, right there. All right. All right, good. Cool beans, cool beans. All right, we're gonna load right here. Back, nope, load. Continue, right there, awesome, okay. All right, so apologizes for the setups and the things. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully you guys are having fun. We are continuing our Magic the Gathering Forge. We have got 2 Magic the Gathering packs to open up, so that will be fun to bring along for the adventure. Looks like we have a bit of a delay on our stream, which is fine. So let me see here. So if I go in here, if I do the recording, the buffer, I think the buffer is just going to be what it's going to be. So yeah, I'll try and keep things going, keep things smooth, keep things exciting for you guys out there. But yeah, we will open these a little bit later in the stream. We'll open the packs. They're just Lorwyn Eclipse packs. If you've never played this game, this is Magic the Gathering Forged. It's a fan-created game where you're in Chandalar. You have all the Magic the Gathering stuff, and you have quests, and you play a narrative. There is a story. There is a place you got to go. So we're gonna have some fun playing this for today, and then we're probably gonna pivot after this to something else. We'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out. So now from here, yeah, this is a little bit of a bug. Every time you load in, if you haven't, this is the main quest right here. So if you haven't seen it, then yeah, the main quest they propel you to have more stuff. All right, 10 enemies remaining. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so our deck that we're running right now is we're running Dimir, and it's a blue-black deck. We have some fun with the rogues and the removal and the control. It's a pretty good deck. I like it. I'm trying to put together some other decks that are a little bit more my normal play style, but I just have fun with what I've got in front of me. Now, what we're doing at this moment is we got to fight Teferi, and we got to fight Teferi here in this plains area. And we're going to have some fun doing that. Or we're going to have a nightmare of a time doing that. We'll figure it out. We won the toin toss. Yep, I said toin toss. That's a call out to my wife. I've been doing that more and more oftenly right now. Oftenly. Oftenly. Oh my gosh. It's one of those days. All right, so this is all the land that we could possibly need for our deck. Our deck operates usually about 2-3 land, which is kind of the norm. This one enters in. We're going to keep this hand. All right, we're going to drop land, and then we're going to pass. Yep, we're going to click OK, and then we're going to end our turn. And then he drops Volcanic Island. Oh, okay, so he's running red. What is this thing again? I didn't actually remember what it was, or see what it was. Didn't actually internalize what it was, I should say. Let's drop a swamp, and then we'll end turn. Oh, Brainstorm. All right, so draw 3 cards and put 2 of them in your hand, the top in any order. Okay, so he did that, and then he's hitting me with a fire. 2 damage. Choose any among the creatures or players. Okay. Divided. All right, well, he's putting it on me. That's fine. Okay. Let's drop our thing there, and seems like he's got a lot of damage spells, so I'm a little hesitant to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways, because I'd rather have this guy get got than anything else, and getting him out early is actually really helpful because he ramps. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Oh, he's an Is It caster. Okay. All right, or Is It your... Unless it's controller pays 2. So he's going to take 2 damage? Oh, counter target non-creatures, but he's doing the choose 1. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so he's taking the... Okay, he's taking the draw. He's taking the draw. There was 3 that he could have chosen. That's 5 right now, but if I drop another swamp, that will be 1 less. Let's drop our land. Let's go into main phase. Let's attack and steal a card and see what he's got going on his deck. Okay, so we're gonna attack. He's tapped out, which is good. So we're gonna go here. Yep, we're gonna steal a card. Let's see here. So choose 2. Commander deals 2 damage to any target. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Destroy treasure token, or target player creates a treasure token. Destroy target artifact. So he has to choose 2. Any target equal to the number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard when you draw a card. Or Tyrande Sky Summoner. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, put a... Oh, that's actually what I think I want to steal. I mean, he can kill it, but I don't think that's a bad idea to take this from him, because he'll have mana for it next round. And every time he casts an instant or sorcery, which seems to be what his deck does, he will get land, or get that. So I'm going to take that. And then we're going to cast that. Yep, and then we get a +1/+1 counter on our guy here. There, perfect. Yep, that's fine. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. He removed that from the game. Perfect. And I forced him to do that. So perfect. Drew out some more damage spells from him. All the better. All right, great, awesome. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. So I can... Do I want to drop this now? And then hit him for 4 damage and steal a card and put a wolf token. I think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to do that. We're going to do that right there. And then we're going to get protection from blue on this guy. Perfect. 4/7. That's a pretty beefy guy. Oh, I didn't hit. I didn't hit. Okay, I didn't attack. That's a misplay on my part. Yep. So he's got a flying drake. 4/3. Perfect. Awesome. Let's hear. Do I want to do for each whenever you cast an instant or sorcery? Rona. I'm gonna cast Rona. Right there. There, and then we will Alpha Strike, and if he doesn't choose to block, yep, we'll resolve both of them in that order. Perfect. Good stuff. We're going to steal a card. Another enemy trait. An Izzet Charm. As the Izzet Charm, choose 1. Deal 2 damage to any creature. Draw 2 cards. Discard 2 cards. I'm going to do the Izzet Charm, because that's going to start helping... helping with Rona's being able to damage things. Okay. I don't have enough mana to cast it right now, so he's going to go. All-in Sky Dreamer. Whenever you draw a second card each turn. Okay, that's a terrible card. That's a terrible card. That is a terrible card. All right. I could bring out this. I could cast... Let's see here. How do I want to handle this? What do I want to do? Mills 2 cards. That's only going to help get this stronger. I feel like this is the better to play, but I want to see what I can steal. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we will go into attack. Let's do you. That would just, well, this is actually good because he's got the, whatever it is, this is the Izzet Charm, where I can deal 2 damage to target creature. So if he blocks with either of these for this thing, I can kill it. And that would be pretty awesome. That's going to do 2, that's going to do 5. No, I don't want to kill the Rona. So... click OK. There. So he is choosing to block. Right there. So we're going to resolve. Yep. We're going to take a card. Brainstorm. Scry, then draw a card. I think this is the better one. We'll just take the Brainstorm. Right there. Yep. Okay. This one is 2 damage to target creature. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. I want to do that one. We're going to take that out. We will play that. And then because it's a sorcery or instance, Rona's going to plink him for damage, and then we get a +1/+1 counter. Yep. Click OK. Click OK. That's going to kill that. Yep, down to 10. That's now a 5 whatever. Then, do I want to cast Brainstorm right now? I don't see a reason why not to do it. It's an instant, I believe, so we'll just leave that. Oh, it's going to take out the wolf. Okay. So he's going to do that, and he's going to hit me with an 11-4? But I think I kill him if he does attack. No, he's not. Okay, so I'm going to cast this. And, yep. So I get a +1/+1 counter. Rona deals damage. Draw 3 cards. Then put 2 cards in your hand. in their hand at the top of their library. Okay, good. So there's that. I don't need any more land. So select cards from my hand to go on my top of my library. I feel like that one. I think I got lethal if I do this. I don't have any of my removal cards, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit annoying. Right there, and we will put, I mean, I guess we can put that and then that. Okay. And then it's still the end of his turn. So how do I want to handle this? I could flash in this guy. As long as opponent has 8 or more cards. Rogues give. Yeah, so this guy gets +2 plus. Oh, okay. So if I flash him in now, right there, at least I have a chump blocker for next round. And that's what is going to be great. We're going to crush him. This is it. This is great. All right, so from here, I think I have lethal. I still think I have lethal. So if I cast these two, I have to cast him. Give this one immunity. 7, 10. Yep, we win. So I'll just cast this now. Right there. Because this guy's passive or this guy's special ability, I can pay 2 and make a target creature can't be blocked this turn. And so that's this Rona. I'm going to use that on Rona, and that gives me 10, which will kill him. Unless he's got one open, so I don't know what he could do. He might do like a bounce or something like that. But we'll Alpha Strike with everyone there, and then yep, we'll do that first, and we will pay to have Rona unblockable there. We'll auto pay, and then the Sky Thief will mill the cards. That's fine. He milled some instances, and he's chump blocking there, which he has to do, and we win. Awesome, great, awesome. We beat a Drake. We beat him. Yay, awesome. Hooray, we did things. Is it Charm and an Enigma Drake. Okay, cool. This might be good these might be good in an Is It deck. So we'll hold on to them. Nice. All right, cool. Cool. All right, let's see here. Let's see what's going on. All right, so let's go back to this right here. Let's go this right here. Where am I looking? I need to go over here real quick. Hang on, I need to check something. We've got that going. We got this going right here. Morning, Goat. How's it going? Hopefully you're having a good day. Sorry, it's a little bit delayed on the response. Right there, I missed that. Hopefully how's your vacation? When are you back? You having fun? So let's go here. Yeah, so this isn't really doing anything for me right now. I'm trying to find where I can, maybe Goat, where there's like an attendance list, and I'm trying to figure it out so I can engage with people when they show up and say a greeting to them. But that is not what I have. 2 players. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ad free there, whispers, notifications, stream summary, subscriptions. Let's do stream summary. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Home. Stream manager. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. Stream together. Right there. Yeah, Goat. Good morning. Yeah, we will, no, hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah. This is vacation recovery week. Nice. All right, click to reply, collaboration. I want to preview actions, unbanned, my chat, stream info. Yeah, weird. I'm wondering where there is 6 hour difference was rough. I can imagine, dude. I can imagine. That does sound rough. That does sound quite unenjoyable. Um, Hopefully you are recovering well, though. Hopefully you are recovering well. All right, we'll bring this guy back up here. Let's bring this guy back up here. There we are. And then let's drop this down. Back from family getting sick. Oh, jeez. Bacteria tube sickness. Yeah, that's kind of gross. All right, so we're going to fight a crab. And this hand, I don't hate it. It's a lot of land. Again, 3 land is what we can really operate with. We'll keep it. He is a green black, so that's gonna be. So, oh wait, no, this is Scorpion. I'm sorry, this is Scorpion. So he's probably got a sickness. Okay, so far, dude, so far. Drop our tap land first, and we will end turn. Yeah, so family vacation. We went to Ohio. If you've never been, it was an enjoyable trip. We went to Cincinnati. We technically stayed in Kentucky, which was right over the Ohio River from there. And yeah, it was really fun. Deals damage each point. You gain 2 life. That sucks. But yeah, it was a really fun trip. It was really enjoyable. We did all the things that you would expect to do. We did some walking around. We actually did a lot of walking around. We went to the zoo. Yeah, we had a really enjoyable time. Let's see here. So if it dies, it deals. So I'm just gonna bring you out. Why wouldn't I do that, right? Because I don't want to kill it with my removal, because then he'll gain 2 life, right? I just want to get a chump blocker out there so I can block if I need to. And that's what we did. And then he's going to tap and he gains 1 life. Okay, that's fine. This is actually perfect for us because we will mill the heck out of him. Or not mill the heck out of him. We will untap our lands and be able to outpace him. So I might want to... let's drop you down for now. 2/2, and then we'll end our turn. Yeah, so it was actually like a 12-hour car ride. We rented a car. We rented a Chevy Traverse for the 6 of us or 5 of us to travel in, and it was a really comfortable ride. Actually, it was very, very comfortable. Death touch. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. And we didn't have too many traffic delays. We didn't have too many problems. It was really actually kind of like almost, and it was almost perfect, I dare say, where we were able to get what we needed when we needed it via traffic. You know what I mean? Because that's always the case where you run the risk. I think I want to remove this right now. Well, no, he can't be blocked, so I'll just bring him out. Oh, let me know if my neighbors are coming through on the microphone. They're doing a garage clean out right now, and if it gets annoying for you guys, I'll close the window. They're doing their spring cleaning, and I'm being a schmuck, and I'm playing some Magic with you guys, using my vacation recovery week. Yes, there. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna cancel this. There, and click OK. He's not able to block, and then, yeah, I mean, we'll just keep on plinking him. Enters. He has to return target land to owner's hand. Okay, so we return to swamp, and he's doing another serrated scorpion. That's a bit annoying. Let's drop a swamp. Now we have the 5, so... I mean, we'll just do that, right? We'll just bring this out there, and then... we will equip it to him right there. Now we got a 4/4 that's got protection. Don't have any earphones, but oh, nice. All you can hear is me in my sweet melodious voice. Just for you, goat. Just for you, bud. All right. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. There. Oh, yeah, because he's protection from green and black, which is what he's blue and black, so technically he's got protection from that, so he can't really do that. All right, so then we're doing this, and then we're going to click cancel because we don't have the mana for it, but this is great because then we'll do this, and we get to untap all our lands, and I can bounce a creature if I really wanted to. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? It's an instant, so I can cast it on his turn, so we'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. Battle Scorpion. Destroy target creature with 1 or less. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Alright, fine. I mean, it's entered, so I can't counter it. So that's gone. And that's going to end the turn. And, yeah. Alright, land drop. I mean, I don't want to bounce this, because when it comes back, it's going to destroy another creature. So that's a bad play. It's like watching Barry White. Dude, no, not even close. Barry White, he could get you pregnant from one of his songs. He will get you all hot and bothered. Sorry, that's a little bit much. I apologize. PG, I apologize. All right, so what do I want to do here? I could bounce this back to his hand. I could these are both instants, so I guess I really don't care. I really don't care. I need to do something before I attack, though. All right, let's kill it. Let's kill this right here, there, and we will Alpha Strike right there. Yep, untap our lands, and I mean, I got lethal next round. Unless he's got some way. Yeah, he can hit me for 2. I don't care. He's got another one to summon. That's great. Awesome. Good stuff. And then, I mean, yeah, we win. So, I mean, I don't need to do anything. I mean, I'll drop this just to do this the correct way, to practice the correct way. Because with the untapping of the land from this guy, that's really what I should be doing. That is the correct move. Because he could have something like, I don't know, Fog, which blocks all attack damage. There. And then Alpha Strike right here. Right there. But he does technically have protection from green, so I guess it wouldn't work. Right there. And we won. We beat a Scorpion. We beat a Scorpion to death. What do we get from it? Nostalgic Dreams. In addition to discard that many cards, return X card from your graveyard. Oh, wow. That's actually kind of awesome. Gilgori Guildgate, okay. I love the designs of the Gilgori stuff with like the clock towers and things like that. I just feel like that's a really cool one. Oh, we got another Submerged Boneyard, but we don't really need that. Return target. Return Rod Farm. You control it to its own. When it enters battlefield, return a lane. Oh, so if I had my... Okay, alright, cool. Yeah, Gilgori Rod Farm. Yeah, okay, nice. I think what I'm going to do... I don't know when I would use this, but I'm not going to flag any of these for discard, because this is really good for a land drop deck. I mean, I guess I could flag that one, because I really don't need any more of those. Alright, now we're moving around, trying to find the other 8 remaining enemies. Alright, there's one there. There's a sand golem over there. Let's see here. What about this over here? What's going on over here? What's going on over here? I can't really zoom out too much. Alright, so that's a little bit not... What are you? Oh, that's a sandworm. A greater worm. Oh, geez. Surprise. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. And we got both swords. Alright, I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little slow. But worms are usually, and I say this, usually slower to ramp. So we'll play for the long game. We'll end our turn, tap land down, ramp and growth, search library for a land card, and put it on the battlefield tapped. So, yep, he's going to ramp. That's what green does. Green would be ramping. Big monsters, big creatures. End turn. Let's drop another tap land, question mark? No, we've got the basic lands that we need. Right? But I guess if I drop this now, it might be the right play. Let's do that. And let's end our turn. Because then next round... Yeah, see, he can't do anything with only 4. He's got to have... this deck probably needs 5 to operate and do its things. Let's drop a swamp. Do I want... green, blue? I want this. I need this more than anything, I think. Let's drop the artifact. There. And then next round, we'll be able to equip it. We'll end turn. There's no threats on the board. And now there's a threat on the board. Yep. No, he cycled it. Oh, he did it as card draw. And then he's Spindworm. 5/4. Yeah, that's a big, thick boy right there. Fantastic. All right. Let's drop a swamp. Now, this is where things get crazy difficult. If I use... Yep, end turn. I don't know if I'm going to be able to block that because he's going to swing at me for 5. I'm going to have to take it. And then he's going to do another... Yep, Dirt Cloak. Puts a land in plus... Oh, geez. I need my removals. Oh, this could work. There. Yep, he's going to get +1/+1. That's terrible. Okay. 3 and 3. I don't have that. I need to get some chump blockers out. So I have enough to get these 2 out. Or cast this, get this out, and then untap lands and get one of them out. Get them out. I think that's the right play. Yep, that's the right play. So we auto this. So we put this down. Then we equip this onto him. There. Then, right there, it's protection from green, so he can't block it. And plus, he can't block it anyways because it's got, because it only can be blocked by rogues. So we do that. We do that. We do Alpha Strike right there. Perfect. Okay, and then we untap all our lands, and then we drop our 2 creatures right there, and then we have chump blockers. And he's not attacking. Good. Awesome. I don't want to drop a land because that'll give this ability to pump up. He can't block this. So I swing at him for 4, but if I attach this to it, or do I attach it to him? Decisions. If I attach it to you, or do I attach it to you? I think I'm going to attach it to you. Okay, so we do this. We attach to you. Auto 2. Yes. Then 2 and 3. No, unfortunately, that's not going to work. But if I do the Quietest Spike, 3, drop that down. The reason why I didn't drop the Quietest Spike is because I didn't have 6 land. So 6 is really where I could drop this and equip it to something. But if I drop the land, this gets to be that much bigger and more of a threat. Because he has lethal. I believe he'll have lethal if he has another way of ramping these guys up, like Overrun or Giant Growth or something like that. So I have to kill him. Alright, so there. And then... Okay. And then we will Alpha Strike. No, not with you. There. Yeah, we'll resolve that one first. Okay. Right here, click OK. And then cancel because I don't have it. And then we draw a card. Another swamp. Not really that helpful, but that's still okay. Alright, and then we do 7 damage to him. We'll resolve both of these. He mills 10 cards because of the effect of the sword right here. Yeah, quicker to create tokens and mill. That player mills 10 cards. Ridiculous. And then right there we have a wolf token. Perfect. And then if I put the quietest spike on you, doesn't matter who I put it on. It doesn't really matter. But I could first strike 4. I don't have any instants in the graveyard. Or instants and sorceries in the graveyard. Whenever equipment deals damage to a player, you may cast instant sorcery from value from your hand without paying the mana cost. Yeah, I don't have any of those right now either. So I will just do the one here. Perfect. Auto that. Yep. And then we will drop this down just to have it. And then, yeah, so Glamdring is kind of overpowered in like an Is It deck. This would be really good to have. But we don't really have an Is It deck right now, so. Alright, and then I think we've got lethal. Oh, no, he just created a worm. And then, as long as you have to remember your artifacts. Oh, okay. Cool. When an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life, and first time its ability resolve. Okay. Alright. Cool. We win. We have, yep, we win. So, if I just did target player right here, do what I'm supposed to do, right, like have him remove. He chose that. That's fine. Glamdring. I guess I could have done it differently, where if I did Glamdring onto... Yeah, okay, so if I do that right there, 2, 3, Death Touch there, and then we'll just do Alpha Strike. Perfect, and we have lethal regardless, because these have protection from green, so he can't block them. And then click OK, click cancel because we don't have the mana for it. We draw a card, which is another land, not really super helpful. He's going to chump block those. That's understandable. This is going to die. No, that's not going to die. This is going to die. And then that's going to die. There we are. But great. Awesome. We won. We kicked butt. Hopefully everyone's having a great day. I think right now is the perfect time to open up one of our packs that I got on vacation. We got Appa the Valiant. Oh, look at that. I love that. I love it. Yep. Gain control, gain flying, vigilance. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. These are all actually really good. Rampant growth. Alright, symbiotic worm. Whenever put 7 worm tokens. Alright, and then the teething one we saw. And dust elemental. Interesting. These are all some really good cards. Steel Shaper. Costs 1 less. As long as Steel Shaper is equipped, soldier naked. Wow, okay. Alright, so if you have like an artifact, but Appa is really good. I like that. Let's see here. Put 7 1/1 tokens. I'm gonna sell that one. Fear, huh? When dust comes in, return 3 cards you control to their owner's hand. Not really super helpful for me right now. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, we're gonna open up our Magic the Gathering pack one of them that I picked up on vacation. I'm gonna shut my window because my kids, I hear them outside. They're playing with our neighbors' kids, and they have a rubber chicken. If you know what a rubber chicken sounds like, it's that. Yeah, I do a terrible impersonation of it, but you know the sound. You know the sound. And then I will actually say to sell this guy. No, I'll hold on to that. I'll hold on to him. Teething Drake can be good. No, I'll sell him. I'll sell him. I'll sell him. All right, and let's see here. Win 10 matches in a row. We're doing really good. All right, so I'm going to pause the game. And now we're going to open up our Magic the Gathering pack. So we'll see. This is from Thieves' Den. This is not a paid advertisement. I got this at Thieves' Den in, I believe it's actually in Kentucky. But it's right across the Purple People Bridge in the mall, right by the AMC there. So if you know that area, that's where I got it from. They're a quaint little shop, and they have more tabletop games, but they do have Magic the Gathering. They have Pokemon. And one of the cool things that they have in there is they have an animatronic dragon, right at the entrance, and my kids were having fun waving and having it roar at them. But the thing that I actually thought was really cool was when they had Gundams. And if you know anything about Gundams, they had the models set up there for Gundams, and they had some on sale. And that was really cool. I'd never seen those being put on sale before. And those Gundams looked fabulous, and people had done some custom work to them and painted them. I actually have Gundams down in my basement that are like from when I was a kid, and I got them for like the Endless Waltz movie. If you know what that is, Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. And I got a bunch of other ones too. It kind of inspired me a little bit. I might break them out and I might show you guys on stream. So here we go. We're opening our Lorwyn pack. Oh wow, 11 people. Hi guys, how you doing? So we're opening our Lorwyn our Lorwyn Eclipse pack. So we'll see what we got. We got a token right off the get. All right, so then Auntie Sentence. I don't know what that one is. Choose one target, reveal their hand, non-land permanent to discard, or target creature. That's actually a really good removal. Or deny. That's awesome. Summit Sentinel. When this creature dies, draw a card. That's a blue card. That'd be fun. It's an elemental soldier. Doesn't necessarily fit for our deck right now. Wanderbrine Preacher. So that's a fish. It's a Merfolk Cleric. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 2 life. So attacking gives you 2 life. That's actually pretty dope. That's actually pretty dope right there. For a life gain deck, that could be crazy. Tend the Sprigs. Search your library for a basic land, then shuffle. Then, if you control 7 or more lands and or tree folk, create a 3/4 tree folk with reach. Okay, cool. That's a good ramp if you have the land for it. Crystal Glutton. So that's a very interesting little card right there. Tap Blight, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Blight is put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. So interesting that you would do that. You can bounce the tokens around if you need to. There are certain mechanics that allow you to do that crazy. Stalactite Dagger. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless shapeshifter creature token with Changeling. So it's every creature type. Equipment creatures get +1/+1 and is all creature types. Oh, okay, good. So this is actually a really good way to give yourself some pretty awesome synergies with different creature types. Mischievous Sneakling. This would actually fit really well in our deck. In a Dimir deck, it's black and green. Or, I'm sorry, black and blue. That's Dimir, not Gilgori. And then Changeling, it has Flash. It's a 2/2. So that's pretty good. That's pretty awesome, actually. Paka's Eye. That's a weird artifact. When this enters, draw a card, then choose a color. This artifact becomes the chosen color. Oh, okay. And then draw a card. Activate this only if you have 5 colors. Okay, so this would be really good in that Elemental deck for the Commander series. So, yeah, if you're new here, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule regardless. Graved Shifter. So that's an interesting one. Another shapeshifter. When this enters, you will return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Kinsbale Aspirant. Kinsbale Aspirant. As an additional cost to this, behold a Kithkin or pay 2. Whenever to behold a Kithkin, choose from your hand. Whenever another creature you control enter, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Oh, okay. All right, so a little bit hard to get out, but pretty worth it because it's a 2/1, and then every time you have another creature come out, it becomes that much stronger. Prismatic Undercurrent for that turn, I should say. Prismatic Undercurrent. Vivid. This is an enchantment. When this enchantment enters, search your library for up to X basic lands, where X is the number of colors among the permanents you control. Reveal those cards, put them in your hand, then shuffle. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. This right here would be really good in a landfall deck. That extra land drop would be super helpful in a landfall deck. All right, Tam, Mindful First Year. That's our rare. And each other creature you control has hexproof from each of its colors. That's actually awesome. Target creature you control becomes all colors until end of turn. That's actually stupid awesome. Yeah, that's actually crazy good. I can see why that's a rare. And we got a foil, Unbury. Choose one, return target creature card from graveyard to your hand. Return 2 creature cards that share a creature type from your graveyard to your hand. That's actually pretty good. So if you're running a shapeshifter deck, that's every creature, basically. And then we had a land. Nice. So a pretty good deck. Or deck, wow. A pretty good pack. Pretty good rip right there. So that was our first one. We have another one we'll open up in about an hour. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Alright, now, where are we at right here? We have 7 more enemies. We got to fight. We just fought a worm. We just fought a giant worm. Do I want to go over there and fight that golem and the other things? Not quite yet. We are getting a little bit more money. I want to leave the gold just in case I start going on a loss streak, because I know myself, and oh, okay, it looks like that's, is that blocked? Let's see if that's blocked. It is in fact blocked. Yeah, so I know myself. While we are doing well, we will potentially run into a roadblock, and that is okay. All right, so we're looking for another buried creature or something like that, because I don't see, is there another, I don't see another, I don't see 1, 2, let's count them, let's count the creatures, everybody. 3, 4, all right, so there's 4, let's get on with it then, I guess. Let's go fight them. Let's go take these guys out. But yeah, I want to leave the gold on the ground. I want to leave the treasures on the ground just because they, if we lose, we start losing our gold. They take gold from us, a percentage. I think it's like 10%. So yeah, it's a bigger hit to your wallet. Let's take the cards right here. Emerald Dragonfly. That was actually one of the, this was from Antiquities, I think. And it was actually a really good card at the time, because the First Strike was one of the few mechanics that was there and available. Oh, and they got the crossover. A Didact Squadron. Yep, so Myriad and Menace. I'm actually going to sell that. Basari Solidarity. This is just a flat put tokens on things, so that'd be really good in a token deck. I'm going to get rid of, let's see here, Stromgeist. No, Stormgeist. Sturmgeist. Flying, equal in toughness to the number of cards in your hand. Draw a card. I don't really have a lot of cards in my hand at any given point. Tap all lands you control. Chimeric Idol becomes 3/3 artifact. That seems really not worth it. I don't know why you would do that. We'll sell this guy. We'll sell that. We'll hold on to these, though. We'll hold on to those other ones. All right, we'll leave the other cards or other things there. Oh, there's a worm. You see it? You see it? You see the worm? You see that worm? Let's fight the worm. We fight the worm. So far, we have a good track record against them. But that last one we got into was pretty scary, actually. We have 2 lands, 1 removal. I'm going to run with it. Simply because we have Thieving Aven. And I can steal some of his cards for his thing. He goes first. So that's okay. Oh, there's our 3rd land. So that's great. All right, good. All right, dropping and what? He's cycling it. He's choosing to cycle it to get some draw. Okay. Let's drop our other tap land, and then I don't have a reason to cast anything, so I'm going to end my turn, and then search your library for a basic land, put it tapped onto the battlefield. He's choosing to do that, not cycle it, because he's got the 3. He's choosing a forest. That's fair. Okay, end turn. Awesome. Okay, so we'll drop a swamp, and then we will bring out the Thieving Aven. Right there. Perfect. So now we're going to start stealing his cards and casting them back at him, which will be great. And then Spined Worm. So now that's a bit unfortunate. But it works out in our favor. We can have that die. No, that's not going to be able to remove it. This is what we have to cast. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I guess we're gonna have to do that. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. We'll do it because that's a sorcery. We have to play it. Actually, hang on. Hang on. Let's do this the right way. This doesn't have reach, so I'm just going to attack, and I'm going to steal one of his cards, and then I might be able to get something to block this, and chump block it with that. So we Alpha Strike right there, and then we steal a card. What has he got for us to steal? So we can't cast that. We can't nope, we can't do anything. I will take the one that I could potentially cast. Sandworm Convergence. Creatures with flying can't attack you, or planeswalkers you control. This is the one we have to take. Sandworm Convergence. Because at the beginning of your end step, create a worm token. That's going to be stupid good for him. Yep. So we're going to take that one. Just to stop him from having it, really. And then we will have him sack a creature. Right there, just so he doesn't clap back. And this is still 5. No, it's 4 now. We'll get you out right now. Yep. We will get you out right there. And then if we get one more land, we could potentially cast that. And no, we need to get like 3 more lands. What am I talking about? That was like a 8-cost spell. Teething Wormling. Okay. We could kill that. In fact, I think that's probably the safest bet to do. But let's attack first. Yes? Yes, let's attack first. And then we'll see what we get. Yeah, let's attack first. We will Alpha Strike. No blockers because he can't. And then what do we got here? So, Rampant Growth. Another big worm. Or this one. Both of these are ramp. I guess I want to do this because I don't need the ramp. I need the blocker. How much was it? It's 5. I mean, just some giant blocker. Which one is it? Is this one? Yeah, so hang on. Cancel real quick. Yeah, that's 8 to cast it. Holy crap, that's way too much. All right, so we're gonna cancel that real quick. We'll get this guy out. Oh, I'm 1 short. Dang it. Dang it. All right, so how do I want to kill that creature? Well, let's do this. Drop it on there. Just a swamp right there. Yep. Bink right there. Good. And let's drop this down for now. And we will end turn. And then he's going to bring out that spined worm. Why is he not bringing out the spined worm? He's got the mana for it, doesn't he? I'm confused. Okay. Well, that was a misplay by him. We'll drop a land. We have all that. Let me steal another card. I think that's the right play. Yeah, we'll go Alpha Strike again. Right there, we're going to steal a card. And what does he got? We're going to steal this one again? Question mark? He doesn't have access to it. He doesn't have the land for it, but he does have... I don't know why he didn't cast the Rampant Growth or the Beneath the Sands. Why didn't he do that? I'm confused. I mean, I guess I could take this. Just so he doesn't have something to clap back at me with. There. And then I can gas that, right? Yeah, and then we get a +1/+1 counter, and we get a big chump blocker. He's going to cycle that? No, he's cycling it. Why is he cycling that? He has land draw. I'm so oh, he did it at the end of his round. Okay. Alright, I see what he did. I'm so confused by this right now. He has rampant growth. He has the Sift of Sands. He can draw cards. I mean, usually the AI is pretty smart. I'm not certain what's happening. I mean, we have lethal. So I guess I should just be okay with it, right? This one right here. Yep, put a counter on him. Yep, so I got this there. And then just Alpha Strike. And then revealing face down, exile. We won. Okay. Yeah, I'm so confused by that. I was so confused by that. Spineworm. Whenever an opponent... Oh, yeah, we saw this. Whenever an opponent plays a land, this is really good. So hold on to that. I didn't get rid of that. And this is just a... I don't know. I feel like I'll get rid of that. And we got some monies. All right, cool. Awesome. So our deck is really kind of strong, actually. I think our deck is pretty actually awesome. Actually pretty awesome. That's a better way of saying that, huh? That's a better way of saying that. Right. It doesn't let them... correct. 100% crazy. 100%. It doesn't let them cast what I steal, but it lets me look at his hand, which is where I was getting confused because he had rampant growth and he had the Sift of Sands in his hand. So I don't know why he wasn't casting them to get more land if he was mana starved for some of his bigger spells. This is a terrible draw. We only have one land. So this is where the big losses start to happen. Oh, God, that's even worse. We do have some removal. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to pick a card to go at the bottom of the library. You. Okay, I don't want to... Yeah, I'm going to keep it. This is super risky. And he plays red, so he's got an aggro deck, probably. Not helpful. Not helpful. Let me see. Oh, it is library. Crazy. Thank you. Yes, that was why I was getting confused. Thank you. Cleared it up. I appreciate it. Yes, it says reading is fun. Whenever he attacks, I can steal from their library, not their hand. No, the key, that is the well, that's the key word right there. It's from library, not hand. I literally have nothing I can do. This was a super risky hand to keep anyways. So if all my land is at the bottom, I'm hecked. Right. Well. Alright, well, I gotta cast something, so that is what I cast. Yep, funny that, huh? Reading the cards tells you exactly what they do. Go figure, in a card-based game. Right? Oh, jeez. That's not embarrassing at all. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Dropping another Thunder Spirit. There's a second land. I'm going to have you... How do I want to do this? I kind of have to have you sack that. Yep. And then end turn. I need one more land and then I'm online. And of course it's a tap land. Of course it's a tap. Why wouldn't it be a tap land? Oh, one more land here. Sure, here's a tap land that you can't do a thing with for this turn. Thanks, game. Thanks, statistics. Literally nothing I can do right now. Sand Strangler. When sand enters, if you control a desert. Okay, so he doesn't control a desert, so that's fine. That's good. Okay. Alright, so another tap land. Fine. Perfectly okay. Choices to be made. This is a 1/4. I could... Let me think here. Land to its owner's hand. No, it's this card, right? That is card. Yeah, so if I do that... Yeah.
Hey, Daddy.
Yes, what's up? Hang on, I'm recording. I don't want you on camera.
Angela and Amelia, and me and Hunter want to come inside to make the popsicles.
We're not doing that right now.
But can they come inside? Their parents said yes.
Yeah, they're allowed to come inside, but I want you to understand. I'm doing my live stream, and that's okay. You got friends over. But if you're not playing happy, healthy, and safe, and I have to come and stop you guys from being mean to each other, then I'm going to be a little upset, okay?
Okay.
You're the oldest. You got to take responsibility.
I'm not the oldest.
You are the oldest here in this house.
Okay, but can we please make them?
No.
Okay.
You can play, but you can't make them. Thank you for asking. Alright, so I have a choice to make right now. Cast you, bounce card, drop this. Let's cast him, knowing that if he has removal, this is going to be the target. But this will allow us to block. Okay, that actually could have not gone any better. That could have actually not gone any better for us. So now we have... So we will attack. Yeah. All right. Now what do we got here? What can we steal from his library? Because Crazy Creed told me to read the dang cards. I'm not ashamed of that in any way. We don't control a desert, so that really kind of loses its utility. Tectonic Giant. Whenever Tectonic Giant attacks or becomes a target spell or ability, choose one. Oh, that's actually kind of good. I suppose you control causes you to discard and put Sand Golem from your graveyard into play with a +1/+1 counter on it. So I'm going to take the Tectonic Giants. I feel like that is the correct one there. And what was it? It was 4 or is it 5? It was 4. We can cast it. We can cast it. We will do that. We will cast that card, and that will give us a blocker for him. And yep, perfect. Awesome. And then he's going to shock me, that jerk. Okay, perfect. Drop land. I want to... I have 3... I have 5, so I can do this. Yeah, and then I'll just choose this to destroy that when I attack. Yeah, that's the right play. Right there, and then we choose to equip that onto you. Right there, perfect, great, awesome. And then we do that, and we do that, perfect. That worked out swimmingly well. Right there, choose that one, correct. Right there. Oh, each opponent, whatever. Reading is fun. So we choose to chump block, which is great, because it killed it anyways. And we can take another giant. We can take another, what is this? Destroy target non-swamp land. If it was a basic land, I mean, I can just take a giant right now. Or the land. We'll take the choking land. Non-swamp, because if we cast that next round, we have lethal. Right, awesome. Cool. So we'll cast this. Target non-swamp land. Take his only red source. Auto pay for that. There it is, right there. Perfect. And then we have lethal, right? We do. Yeah. So instant there. And then Alpha Strike. Bam. 3 damage to each opponent. Perfect. Awesome. Great. That, if we get a Tectonic Giant, that's going in the red deck. That's a really good card. No, unfortunately. But Double Strike, this guy. Oop, I'm sorry, I hit the microphone. Sorry, Alright, so Char Rumbler, Double Strike. Interesting. So he's a 0. That doesn't seem like it's that good to me, but you equip him and he does more damage, but And then Shock is like a must-have for all red aggro decks. Shock and Lightning Bolt. Alright, so where are we going right now? We're going across the bridge. Why can't I not go across? Now I can go across the bridge. Alright, so we have 5 enemies left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's all 5. We have all 5 accounted for. Do I want to go back to town and try and spend this money? And sell some cards? No. Let's risk it. Teferi's Experiment. That's not menacing in any way, shape, or form. We won the coin toss. Alright, let's see here. 1, 2... 2 lands. We have access to removal. Okay, alright, I'll keep this. I'll keep this. We mulliganed. Alright, that's awesome. Right there. Alright, 1 sec. I'm gonna pause this real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry, kids are getting ready for a painting project. We got them some things to paint during the holiday, and they are excited to do it, but we want to make sure that they're doing it with their friends in a nice way. All right, so... All right. Mission becomes a 2/2 creature, artifact creature until end of turn. Still a land. So I can't use this to take that out. Alright. So he's turning that into an artifact creature. And he's going to attack. And I'm not going to choose to block because... Yep. Alright, there. That was a smart move on his part, unfortunately. Darn it. Alright, I want to get this down. There, and then... Alright. We're not going to attack another Mishra artifact. Yep, he's doing that. I'll take the damage because I don't want to lose my only attacker right now. This is what I want right here. But I can't get that out right now. Darn it. Alright, so now I need to attack this. I need to attach this. So now if he attacks me, even if this dies, he loses a land. So he'll think twice about it, I hope. Oh, there's Urza. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Enters the battlefield, create... Okay. And so he's going to create a 1/1. That's fine. Yes. Yes. Thank you, statistics. This is perfect because we can have him sack both of these and then attack, and he will lose half his life. And then he'll clap back with 2/2s, but that's fine. He won't have Urza. Yes. That's kind of what I want to do. Alright, so... Let's do that now. Targets him. 1, 2. And then target him. 1, 2. There. And then do I want to attack? Yes, because I need to put the pressure on him. Then they lose half their life. And then they come back with a... Yep, another Mishra's Factory? Turning them into 2/2s. That's fine. Emery, Locker of the Lock. Lurker of the Lock. Spells cost 1. Okay. That's a bit unfortunate. Another land? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Alright. I actually have ActRaiser 2. Hang on, Anthony. 1 sec. so right there. Bam. ActRaiser 2. I'm going to be doing that next. I will be doing that probably in 2 weeks' time. So you asked for it. There it is. Right there. I hope you enjoyed ActRaiser 1. That's our session game this week. Yeah, but ActRaiser 2 is definitely a lot of fun. It is very different from ActRaiser 1. And I say very different because they basically cut the game's simulation and invested all their capital and monies and things like that into words are failing me, the platforming and the action RPG kind of. Well, I don't even know if it's RPG. All right, let's see here. All right, what do I want to do here? I have a choice to make, and I don't know if it's the right one. I can attack, hit him for 1, 4, so he goes low. Is that going to give him lethal next round? No. Yes, it could if I drop the sword. Actually, let's do this. Let's drop this down right there. I don't have a way of doing anything else, so we'll do that right there. And then this says Death Touch. So if we do this, Alpha Strike, if he chooses to jump block, that's fine. He's not. He's going to lose half his life. I don't think he has lethal. Of course he has a Planeswalker. And then it's Karn. Of course it's Karn. Okay. He's got 4 loyalty on it, so he's going to do... create a tapped power... yep, okay. So, spend on non-artifacts. Okay, so he has to spend it on artifacts. Pay any amount of mana, look at the top cards of your library, then put cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. Tap an untapped artifact you control. This emblem deals 1 damage to any target. That is just annoying. It's going to hit me for 1. Excuse me. And he's going to create a token. That's perfect. That's just ducky, quack, quack. Alright, so now I have lethal, and I have to win this round. The dive attack is broken. So I was never good with ActRaiser 2's platforming. The dive attack, when I would do it and I would slide off the edge of a platform and I would die. Every, time. So, yeah. Fun times, though. Alright, so let's go. Let's do this. Let's, yeah, I have to do this. This way. Just auto tap it for the 3. Right there. And then we get to equip it. Right there. Perfect. Yes. There. Click OK. Now he cannot make this into a creature. So we win. Nice. We win. Whew. Good. Awesome. All right. So now. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Thank you, Crazy. Double checking the maths. I don't know why the card art isn't loading. Mirror Magic. That's supposed to be a really good. This spell casts 1 less for each instant sorcery. You have no maximum hand. Put Mirror Magic. Put a knowledge counter. Draw a card. Oh wow. Yeah, that is crazy good. Brass Man. Nope. Getting rid of that guy. He was good at one point, I believe, or just like a meme thing. Patagia Golem gains flying. That can go. Specimen Freighter. When spacecraft enter a station. No. Misleading Signpost. When misleading signpost enters during. When enters during the combat, you may reselect. Oh, okay. So we basically get to choose who attacks and who defends. That's actually kind of pretty good. Inkwell Leviathan, a 7/11 with. Wow. Oh my gosh. And that's crazy expensive. Alright. Acquisition Octopus. Whenever acquisition, I can draw a card, reconfigure, attach to target creature you control. Reconfigure. Oh, that's pretty good. Twisted landscape. Sacrifice it. Search for a swamp, mountain, or forest. Cycling. So that's kind of good for cycling and for land grabs if I really wanted to. Because it lets me put land on the battlefield. Okay. And especially for a landfall deck. Yeah, you had to charge up an ActRaiser when you were maximizing your... What's the population in each area? I forget. I think it varies based on the area you're in. I just remember that I think you, at the end of the game, were doing yourself a disservice by not going back to the previous areas and casting Earthquake and letting them get to their pop cap. But I do know that that was the thing. 7-Eleven. Yeah, I did. 7-Eleven. There is a Inkwell Leviathan that is 7 power, 11 toughness. 7-Eleven. And I imagine the card art could be like a Leviathan at a Slurpee machine. Let's see here. So what about you? This one's not even giving me the thing. What is this? Living weapon. I'm going to leave that alone. Enters control target artifact. Untap target artifact you control. I will sell that one. And Orzhov. Alright. So we'll hold on to the Orzhov signet. Cool. Alright, now we're going to go back to town. Actually, I'm going to do... Don't judge me. I'm going to save it. Oh wait, I got to go down this way. I got to leave the way I came in. I'm going to leave this gold here for just a little bit longer. Don't worry, no one's going to take it. I promise. It's safe in the desert. Alright, so... Where am I? Teferi must fall. There's a town over here. Okay. Alright, so we go this way. Oh, that is a lot of crabs. Yeah, get stuck on those little island things, crabs. Take that. Oh, that's a genie. Don't want to fight him. Alright, cool. We made it to Baker's Landing. Now, what do I want to do here to try and spend this money? Equipment? Again, why is it not loading the cards art? That's so unfortunate. That's so frustrating, actually. Let's reset the game. Let's reset the game real quick. Let's see what's going on with the card art. I will save it here. Save. Okay. And then let us exit. Okay. Let's reset the game. See if it resets in a good way. Love you. Have a good day.
Love you, bye.
Have fun making the monies. All right. All right, starting it back up again. Going into adventure mode. And then we're here, and then we click continue. Okay, instantly going into town, causing this to pop up. That's fine. I don't mind. Okay, now let's see. Is it going to load the card art now? It did. Okay, good. That fixed it. Good. Awesome. Oh, this is from Lorwyn Equipped. No, this is from Lorwyn. I'd seen that. I had seen a couple of things on some forums when I was researching what decks were out there that Merfolk were good. What was the other one? Mono Red is really good for aggro decks, for like goblins and things like that. That's actually really strong inside here. Because they're in early game, Mono Red is good because a lot of the creatures or a lot of the things you fight have low health pools, so you can usually aggro kill them quick. But as you get later in the game, some of the quest monsters that you fight against do a lot of board wipes and have a lot of area effect. I say area effect like board damage, where they do like single target or multiple target, like 1 point damage or things like that, which kill a lot of the goblins. And yes, there are slivers in this deck, and there's what's the other one? Mirrors are in this deck as well. So you can, if you can build for them, you can get really stupid, crazy good combos from the mirrors. All right, stay hidden, stay silent. These are all from Lorwyn, it looks like. So we got we got this Tale of Temio. Mill 2 cards. If 2 cards, repeat the process. Exile instance from your graveyard. Copy that spell. Any number. Okay. All right. Overlord of the Flood Pits. Impending, flying when overlords draw attacks or enters or attacks, draw, and then discard a card. That's kind of good. Sanguine Bond. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So there are infinite combos in this game too. If you didn't know, you can do the what am I looking for? There was one that was like when you gain life, opponent loses life. When you gain life, target creature gains life. And then there's like a vampire sequence that allows you to just mill somebody to death. So infinite combos are in this, and you just got to watch out for them. I don't think any of the main bosses have them, but definitely some of the trash mobs have access to them. Let's see here. Enchant creature control. Or battlefield. Oh. Wow, okay, that's actually pretty good if you do an enchantment deck. Apathy, just don't care. So this is one of those things that's like... This is like a Waterlock or something like that. Yeah. During your upkeep, enchanted creature, that player may discard a card at random to untap a creature. But this is actually like they can pay to untap it, which isn't terrible. Let's see here. Escape routes, return target, white or black card to the owner's hand. Dormant Grove. At the beginning of your upkeep, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each target creature you control. Then, if that creature has stuff, transform Dormant Grove. Wow, okay. So this is pretty good for like a token deck. Or a counter deck, I should say. Stay hidden, stay safe. Stay hidden, stay safe. Enters, tap target creature. Target creature, okay, so it locks the creature. So essentially what Apathy does. Shuffle enchanted creature into its owner's hand, then manifest dread. Okay, so it's a bit of a bounce as well, but then you lose the effect on it. You can manifest it. Okay. Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar was a fun game too. Me and my brothers used to play that. All right, so that's a pretty good one to potentially try and buy some cards from to get some money spent. Let's see what we got here. None of these look crazy for me to use. So there's some Merfolk, Soulbound, Mind Scope. Oh, this was actually pretty good. So I could just mill somebody. Merfolk, Spirit, or Secret Keeper. Target player puts 4 cards from their library into their hand, and then it's an 0/4 block. That's actually really good to mill. I might buy that just to have that in the back pocket. Ye old back pocket. No, not right now. You can talk to me. You're allowed to talk to me. You don't have to write it down.
I want to research the toads though, so we know what it eats.
Toads eat bugs.
Okay.
Yeah. Stink bugs, flies, mosquitoes. All right, Master of Winds. Does anyone know what that eye with the line through it? Is that the Lord of the Rings set? No, that's not the Lord of the Rings set. Is that Onslaught? What set is that from? I don't know what that is, because we have 2 or 3 cards that are really busted from this set. When Master of Winds, you draw 2 cards in this card. Whenever you cast a sword, you may have a Master of Winds power. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Shapeshifter. Aurora Shifter. What is that? MTGO. Okay. Oh, Magic the Gathering Online. Okay. Okay. Hovering Sweepers, Drones. That's a pretty expensive card for that. Horizon Drake. Protection from lands. Okay. Erratic Apparition. Okay. Scrap Basket. Flood Tide Serpent. Oh, interesting. Overwhelmed apprentice. Enters battlefield. Yeah, okay, so not really too many things there that I'm like super interested in. 1,000 wins. Klingon. I keep on getting on my feed. If you guys watch The Big Bang Theory, I've never watched it like in earnest. I've seen all of the clips and things like that that YouTube has to offer about the funny interactions, just the sound bites that are the funniest. And one of the ones that comes on my feed all the time for YouTube is the one where Sheldon and Leonard are speaking Klingon, but then Amy and oh gosh, I forget her name. I can't remember her name. Are speaking like bubble speak basically, and they can't understand each other. They have a secret language, and it's just funny to me. All right, let's see here. Anything here? Kamigawa, Kiku, Night Flowers. Target creature deals to itself. That's kind of cool, actually. I don't mind that because that is like an infinite removal spell in a lot of ways. Ink Eyes. Oh, Magic the Gathering Online right there. Ninjutsu. Return an unblocked attacker you control to your hand. Put this card in. So it's cheaper there. When deals damage to player, you may put target creature card from player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. And we're running a rogue deck where we have creatures that can't be blocked. I'm sorry. I'm going to buy that. I'm going to buy that. Let's see here. Anything else? Each creature can. Okay. All right. And then lifelink can't be disrupt. Okay. So I'm actually going to buy this one too, just to have it, just in case we lose the. Remember where it is. And I'm going to put that other one in my deck though. Let's see here. Oh, Avatar. Waterbender Restoration. Like I said, there are so many sets. I don't know all the functions of these cards either and the interplay. I'm just having fun with you guys, getting refamiliarized with Magic and just enjoying this with you. So I hope you guys are enjoying the adventure as well. And if it spurs some nostalgia for you to try the game out, there are many ways for you to play this game. This game is free, obviously, but if you wanted to get the actual cards, like card shops nowadays, you can buy full decks for like $50, and you can go and sit at a table and play for an evening or two, and I feel like that's got your money's worth right there. And then you have the cards, and you can play for like 6 months, 8 months, or something like that before a new set comes out. Let's see here. Prime Evils, Glorious Rebirth. All right, so return all all legendary cards. Oh, geez, that's pretty awful. Yeah, Days is a staple, legacy staple. Let's see here. Return an island you control to its owner's hand instead of paying the casting cost. Counter. You know what? That's not a bad idea, dude. I don't have a counter spell, and this is actually a free counter spell because I run that. Not necessarily free, but like a pretty good one. All right, let's see here. And it's only 50 coins, so like what, Looking to spend some monies anyways, right? So we don't have it. You spent way too much. You know what? It was it can be bad fast. I agree with you. It can be bad fast. I must have spent in the last year getting back into Magic, especially with the Final Fantasy set. I must have spent close to $1,000 to $1,500 on cards, and they accumulate quick. I need to find a better way to store my cards because right now I don't think you guys can see it behind me, but hang on one sec. So like this case right here is full of commander decks and cards. So, and then I have a whole other cardboard box sleeve on them. It's just ridiculous. And I mean, you can go on eBay and you can buy people's sets for like $10, $20, and they're selling like 1,000 cards. It's just wild. All right, overtake, discard card from your hand, guard, Gamma Zoya, Defender, flying, prevent all damage. Okay. Overwhelming intellect, counter target spell, draw spell. Okay, fair enough. Wall of Mist. Counter targets blue spell. If it was Jace, Planeswalker, Scry 2. Oh, interesting. So they made something specific to that. During your upkeep, you must choose one of your lands and destroy it. If you destroy an island in this manner, deals 3 damage to you. Destroy immediately. Oh, okay. That seems like a really bad card. I don't know why anyone would want that. Let's see here. Okay, so that's not really something I care too much about. So we did spend a fair amount of our monies, which is good. And then we could have also bought magic packs right here. I don't know the acronyms or the 3-digit, 4-digit call out or 4-thing call out. Let's see here. What does this guy got? This is Onslaught, I think. That one's Onslaught. That symbol with like the helix, not helix. Chakram with the spikes on it. Let's see here. Shimmer Drake. That's a pretty expensive. It's hexproof. That's a pretty expensive card. Prowl. Let's see here. Latchkey Fairy. You may pay this. Prowl damage dealt. You may pay this. Play this for its prowl cost if you dealt damage to a player with a fairy or rogue. Oh, okay. Oh, we have that. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is not a bad get, but we don't really need that in our deck. We would just get it just to have it. All right, now if we go over here, oh geez, a robe wizard leads a more mundane dressed individual over to you. You there, you're a battle mage. Yes. He turns to his camera. As you see, the drab appearance was a dead giveaway. The wizard turns back to you. My new apprentice believes that he wishes to be a battle mage himself. To dissuade him, I shall have him scry on you. So we have to fight a merfolk. We have to fight a merfolk fighter. You pause a moment. I have to accept this quest, otherwise. So the game also has a reputation system for each city, and yeah, it's one of those things that if you don't do it, you're gonna kind of miss out. Okay, don't need anything. Come back tomorrow. And then these are the lands. Okay, fair enough. And then yeah, okay, we already went into that one. Let's go to the inn real quick. And we can buy some temporary things. Sealed deck available. Which one is this? Return to Ravnica. Okay. All right, fair enough. We spent a fair amount of money, so that's good. Now I have to find a merfolk fighter to do. But hang on. First and foremost, edit. We go into our inventory. We go to sort by newest. Where is that one? It was a black card, if I remember correctly. We need to get rid of everything else there. Right here. This one. We will add to our deck. And I think I want to do this one. Yeah, let's do it. And then our main deck, we have those two now. Kind of expensive, a 7-drop or a 6-drop or a 5, depending on if I can get it out. And I can choose to regenerate it, and then yeah, okay. So that's not terrible. We got the removal. Do I want to get rid of Dross Golem? I think I do. And do I want to get rid of anything else? I mean, I could get rid of these two, but that definitely hamstrings. Having an artifact creature is not bad. Getting rid of Rona wouldn't be bad either. Alright, let me think here. Or do I just run with it the way it is? 45 is usually the sweet spot I like to try and run with decks. Alright, let's see. Let's run with it the way it is. Alright, so find and defeat the Cobalt Workers before it escapes. You only get one shot. Where in the heck was that? Okay, so wait, where am I going now? Heart of a Champion. Where's the goal? Where's that thing? Heart of a Champion. Find the Caravan. To Fury Fall. It's up there? I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something. There he is, right there. I guess. And there's the Merfolk Warrior. Alright, let's try this. Cobalt Warrior, or Cobalt Worker, sorry. They go first. We've got all the land we need. We will keep this. They are running black, red. So they might do an aggro deck. I didn't want to drop that one. I wanted to drop the other one. Darn it. Already off to a great start. Cobalt Worker. Choose creature card in your hand. It perpetually gains haste. That sucks. Well, I don't really need to worry about anything right now, so I'll just drop that. Yep, we'll take our turn. He's going to give something haste, and he's going to drop them? Why? Cobalt you gain. Okay. Alright, so he's going to... Oh, he chose that one for haste. Okay, that makes more sense. Way more sense. Alright, let's get a blocker out. Right there. We'll end turn. Yep, he's going to choose a creature. Other kobolds gain... Yep, so he's got... This is what I mean. The aggro decks, they are really kind of strong. Do I take the 2? It has haste and first strike, so it would win. Don't really have much of a choice. Drop this. Do I drop this down now? Yes. He doesn't have lethal. I gotta stabilize. I gotta stabilize. That has first strike. I will attack this round. Get a little damage on him. Of course. And he probably has lethal. No, he's got a bunch. That's... Yeah, he's got lethal. No, he's got... Okay, geez. Wow. Alright, we're dead. I don't think I can beat this. Alright, so... Attach there. Yep, that's fine. 2, 3. No, he's got lethal no matter what I do. Yep. He's going to destroy that, and then he swings at me and wins. Rough. That is just rough. Alright, so I'm glad I did that fight. there. All right, now where's that merfolk guy? There he is, up here. Yeah, I guess in the aggro decks, running Damnation would be very helpful for the board wipe. Why can I not get to that guy? Literally, he's on the other side of the pools. All right, Merfolk Soldier. We got to fight this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're okay here. I'm going to keep this. He's going to drop on land. If they have Island Walk, I'm screwed. But we'll see. We'll drop you. It's a tap land for 1 life. Yeah, I should put those Damnations in. Those would definitely help with an aggro style deck. Enters battlefield. You may return target creature. Okay. All right, we will. I guess if I just drop another tap land and then drop the Grim Bauble right there, kills that, and then we end our turn. Yeah, the Damnations would be good. I'm considering putting them in. I had them in for the longest time, but I never found a good opportunity to use them. Should yep, this is what you mean by the Merfolk decks are crazy because they just synergize so well. Same thing with like soldier decks and what else was the other one? There's goblins, soldiers, merfolk, zombies. What's the other one? I think it's elves. Elves. Drop this. I'll just hold this for right now. What are the top 2 cards? Do I want to bounce this? Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Let's end our turn. Let's see what he's got. So he's going to attack me with that. I will just bounce it. No kicker. There. Auto it. Gone. He's going to cast it again. That's fine. Drop that down. These 2. So I'm going to end turn. Let's see what he does. He's going to attack again. I am going to target that one. Auto click that guy dead. He's going to do Merfolk. Oh, just tap damage? That's fabulous for you. I'm so grateful that you have that in your deck. That's such a great card for you to have. Another blink of an eye. Drop that. Do I have enough? I do not. I'm 1 shy. Do I want to bounce this? Yes, I do, because he'll just tap it. And I can draw a card, so I'll do that. I'll kick it. Okay. There. Auto. Yes, draw a card. Okay, we got another land. That's fine. Then he's going to cast it again. That's perfect. That is exactly what I need. And then, yeah, this right here. What? I don't have a creature to sacrifice, do I? Yeah, I didn't have a creature to sacrifice. Auto. Oh, yeah, no, cancel that real quick. Yeah, so that was misplay on my part there. Auto, tap everything out, get a 6/6. When he comes in, he's got a blight counter on him. He does 4 damage. Now I have a 6/6 blocker, so answer that, buddy. And then after this match, we are going to... After this, we're going to open up our second pack. Cloak Herald can't be blocked. That's great for you. So glad that you have such an unblockable deck. I mean, I do too. So, like, bleh, but still. I think I've got lethal, actually. No, I've got close to lethal. Alright, so I'll drop this. Auto tap it. There. Equip that there. Bink. And then... No, I do have lethal. Yeah, I have lethal unless he sacrifices something. Perfect. Excellent. Yep. Yay! Alright, so what do we get? Merfolks. Oh, that's creepy looking. Island Walk, whenever called draw that many cards. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. I've already got enough unblockable things, so that's okay there. Seabed. Aquatect. Get rid of that one too. Alright, so now I go back and I turn in that quest. So, now here comes the portion of the fun that we're going to have. We're going to open up the... Nope, that's not what I want to do. Go back here. Wait, where's the... Wait, I thought I had to fight the merfolk. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Did I not pick that quest up, or did it bump that quest? It must have bumped that quest. So I fought that thing for no reason. You only get one shot to make it count. Yeah, so I'm just going to abandon that. There. Okay, so we lost against that. I failed. I only got one shot. What town reputation happens? Is it here? It is. What the heck? It was... Was it a cobalt worker that I was supposed to fight? I thought it was a merfolk. I'm so confused. Whatever. It happened. Okay, so I will not be coming back to this town. Because -2 reputation, everything's going to cost more. Alright, so now we're going to open up our second Magic the Gathering pack right here. Okay, let's see what we get. And then we will have some fun talking about things and stuff and dad advice. That is going to be our next topic of conversation. I am destroying this pack. That's fine. Alright, so we got another elf token with a Kithkin on the back as our thing. Alright, let's see here. Scarblade's Malice. So that's interesting. Target creature you control gains death touch and lifelink until end of turn. When that creature dies, this creature, or this turn, yeah, okay, so it's only one thing. You get to create a 2/2 black-green elf token. Blossom Bind. Okay, so that's basically Waterlock, where you doesn't untap normally. Gallant Foul Knight. When this creature enters, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of your turn. Kithkin creatures also get first strike. Nice. Safe Right Cavalier. Elf Warrior. This creature can't be blocked by more than one creature. It's a 4/4, and then target elf you control gets +1 or +2/+2. That's 5 for that pump up ability, but that's not really good. Elderly Auntie. I've heard that this is supposed to be a good card, I think. When this creature enters, create a goblin token, and you can like bounce it and create a bunch of goblins. Blight Rot, put 4 -1/-1 counters on target creature. Chitinous Graspling. Changeling has reach. It's a pretty straightforward card. The Prismatic Undercurrent that we had. The Kinsbale Aspirant. I think we saw that. Yeah, we saw that already. Noggle the Mind. So, enchanted creature loses all ability and becomes a colorless Nog with base. So this is like Spider-Man No More, from what I know of it. I'm sure that's another copy of it. Mud Button Curse Tosser. As an additional cost to cast this spell, behold a goblin or pay 2 extra. This creature can't be blocked. When this creature dies, destroy target creature on opponent controls with 2 or less power. So that's pretty good. And here's our rare Twilight Diviner. When this creature enters, survey 2. When one or more creatures you control enter, if they enter or were cast from a graveyard, create a token that's a copy of one of them. This ability triggers only once each turn. That's actually pretty good, to pull things from your graveyard and then get a copy of them. And then our foil is the Vinebred Brawler. This creature must block if able. Whenever this creature attacks another target elf, gets +2/+1. We got a forest. Interesting. All right. So let me see here. I had a text come through. I got to read that real quick. All right. All right, cool. All righty. So, hello. How we doing, Tortoise? How we doing? Yeah, I just opened up my my Lorwyn Eclipse packs that I picked up on vacation, and that one just fell on the floor. They were some fun little packs. Nothing crazy out of them. So now here comes the segment of our live stream where I talk about my family vacation, and I want you guys to understand. I am not trying to rub anything in. I am merely telling you my adventure, and I want to share this adventure with you, and I want to see what you guys think of it and see if there's anything that I can do to improve from where I stand as a dad, caregiver, or just on a family trip or trip in general. So, this last weekend when I didn't live stream, I was driving me and my family and my mother-in-law, my immediate family and my mother-in-law, to Ohio to visit some relatives and go on a little bit of a family trip. It was fun. We had a great time. The weather was a little bit dicey when we were on the adventure because the trip down, we ran into some really heavy thunderstorms. And I mean like really like bad winds too on the highway. So on the way down, we were racing against this band of weather, and we made it through no problem, but it was very tense, very chaotic. My kids did really well in the car. My family did really well in the car. We rented a vehicle that would seat us all very comfortably. The room for improvement that I have on the trip down would be to talk with my kids a little bit more about what to expect in like the thunderstorms and things like that when you're on the road. I like to talk with my kids when I'm driving and let them know what's going on, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and make sure that they're aware that they are in control of the vehicle, not the vehicle is in control of them. And if they're on a trip with friends or family, you are driving a vehicle. You are not texting on your phone. You're not answering a million questions. You're not doing anything other than your responsibility as the driver to get people to and from the location safely and drive safely while doing it. So that's my like take one on it. And that's a very hard stance. I understand that's like that sounds really aggressive. And it's like, yeah, it is aggressive because literally you're not just having your life in your hands, you're having your people in your car's life in your hands, and you're having other people on the road's life in your hands with the decisions you make. And so I try from a education stance, try to talk with my kids more about that and make them aware that you need to be in that level of control. And if you are not, then you need to get there. Let's drop the tap land and move on. So again, that sounds really heavy, and it's meant to. It's really meant to. And I implore you, when you are out on the road with your kids, or even just your wife or something like that, your significant other, to have that conversation with them to be like, hey, I'm driving a car. I'm not answering a million questions right now if I'm coming up on a junction for a road trip and I need to pay attention to the road, or I'm in unfamiliar territory. I need you to help me pay attention, because if you don't, I can't do my job as a driver well, and I need you to understand that I want us both to get there safely. So that's my stance on it. So we got there. We checked in the hotel. It was fun. The hotel we stayed at was not the best. We got 2 rooms. My mother-in-law paid for her room, and we got a room for us and the kids. And my kids are at the age now where they are not sleeping. So previously on road trips, we would have them sleep in the same bed. So when this road trip came around, we thought that same thing would happen. That was not the case. Unfortunately, what wound up happening was they started getting on each other's nerves. And when they were doing that, I actually had to sleep the first night in the bed with my daughter, and then my son slept on or slept in the bed with my wife on the other side. And my daughter sleeps like a tornado. Oh my gosh, I was getting kicked, I was getting punched. I thought it would be like a nice little like, oh, this is a great moment situation. It was not. It was not. It was not. 100% not. Yeah, it was definitely one of those moments where it was like, why did I subject myself to this? When we could have just gone down to the lobby, gotten the pull-out bed dressings, the for the bed sheets and everything like that, and then have one of them sleep on the bed there. But I was just so fried from the road, I didn't even think about that. So the first night I was there, that's a big lesson learned, where it's like, all right, when we go on vacations now, the kids need to be in separate beds because they are just not able to sleep next to each other anymore. So that kind of sucked. Let's see. Oh, that's not good, actually. I need that thing to be dead. Yeah, so that being said, we still had a great time. We still enjoyed the adventure. We still enjoyed going down and seeing my family, my extended family out there. So that was Friday. And then Saturday, we went to, okay, this may not be your thing, and I get that. It doesn't have to be. We went to, there is a giant ark, Noah's Ark. Someone got people to believe in him enough to build the, we'll say, quote unquote, biblically accurate Noah's Ark. And it's a cool structure. I thought it, from an engineering aspect, it was pretty darn sweet to see. The food there was really cool. They have a petting zoo, and I say petting zoo, they have a zoo there. Obviously, Noah's Ark kind of has an attachment to the zoos. But it was one of those things that, oh, darn it. Yeah, source to plowshares. Yep, okay. Yep, there's that. Yeah, and he's going to attack with that. That sucks. All right. Let's see here. What can I do to counter that? I really can't do anything. Let's bring you out. Okay. So it was a fun trip for that. And that was the main draw for Saturday. We went to Skyline Chili. Never had Skyline Chili before. And I got a chili dog, and it was really great. Food was, that was like, I wish I had one. I should have gotten two. I really should have gotten two. Or I should have gotten like one of their pasta things. Yeah, okay, so this is, yep. Yep, we're going to get steamrolled here. Alright, so now he's going to, yeah, oh shoot. There's no way I can win against this, I think, right now. We'll drop you down right there, and then we'll drop you down. Oh, darn it. That's actually a really good card. Ledger Shredder. I should have looked for that one. And then, yeah, we are. Yep. Okay. We are not going to win this one. I don't see how we can win this one. Jeez. Choose you to block that, and you to block that. Damnation looks pretty good right now. Should put that in my deck. Ah, darn it. Go down swinging. Yep. So yeah, it was fun to have the, have the heart of the fire. Oh man. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Oh, I cast a second spell. Shoot. And so that's gonna, yep. And then he's gonna get tokens, and then he's gonna do that. And he's got, let's see here. I have no creatures to block. Oh shoot. Heart of Fire just got burned out. Alright, so that sucked. Let's see here. Now, where's the closest town? It is that one that we've got some damage reputation with. Alright, fine, fair enough. So we're going to go up and around. Oh, nope, don't want to go back in there. All right, so when you lose in this game, you've got to go back to town to get healed up. All right, so let's go get healed, and then we'll go back and try it again. So, lesson learned from this. I'm glad I went. I'm glad I did it. Was it fun? Yes. Was it anything that I would expect anyone other than people who are into religious adventures and things like that? No, don't go to it if you are not into those things. You're wasting your time. You're absolutely wasting your time. Now, that was Saturday. On Sunday, I had my first mega church experience. And again, I'm sorry, I hit the microphone there. And I'm not kidding when I say, oh my God, it was terrifying. It was not necessarily a bad experience, but it was, I talked with my sister about it. It was militaristic and regimented and professional, and it's like super structured. And it was like, wow, where do you even like get into this type of thing? It is 100% run on the backs of volunteers, with very few people actually earning any money from it. And that's a testament to a whole different thing. But I mean, they had free coffee, they had free care for the kids. The kids didn't go into the main sanctuary area, and the production values that were put into the microphones, the singing, the instruments, the videography, this live streaming, ridiculous. It was a baptism day, and there was 40 people that went through these 4 tubs to get baptized, and I lost count. And it's like, I don't want to be the last person to go through that tub, because, you know, that's a lot of people dumping in and spitting out the waters. But anyways, I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh, it was so just too much. It was too much for me. I really confused and turned off by it all. But at the same time, just flabbergasted, astounded by what was being portrayed and what was there. And then after that, we went to a small eatery that was right around the corner, and I met some friends that I met playing Destiny, the video game Destiny, the first-person shooter. I caught up with them, and we met at the Cincinnati Zoo, and it was one of those things that I am so grateful that I have the opportunity to meet these people and play games with them and catch up with them in real life. And it was great. They have kids around our kids' age, and they got along really well. So really cool to see that, and enjoy, you know, the fact that the kids worked really well together and played really well together. All right, now this is the guy that like destroyed me last time. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, yep. So, yep, we're gonna get rid of that real quick. Right there, and then so yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then he's gonna get. That's gone. We don't have a way of dropping another land to get anything else out. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't play that wrong, because I couldn't equip the sword, Feast of Famine. I couldn't do anything else there. So we're gonna hit him for some 2 damage here, because he's gaining life from the ivory tower. So that was, oh, lightning bolt. That makes me sad. Drop the swamp. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Do I want to do that? Still puts this in threat range. I guess I could just drop this one. I need 1 more land for this guy. Alright, so let's drop you down there. Perfect. And we will bounce this back to its hand. There. And end turn. He's going to draw. Okay. And then drop a land. He's going to play Ivory Tower. He's not. Enters. Gain 2 life scry. Whenever. What is it? Whenever you spell exile. Whenever you cast your second spell, each turn, exile up to one, then return it under... Oh, okay. That's terrible, actually. That is terrible. I needed that extra land draw, unfortunately. Alright, so we'll cast you. Yes, I know. There, and then we will equip you right there. Perfect. And then I don't have a way of casting anything else. We'll end turn. Oh, I was trying to get it out of threat range of lightning bolts. Yep. Destroy target artifact or enchantments. Damnation still looking pretty good. Alright, so have him sacrifice a creature. Right there. Yep, that makes sense that he would choose that. We drop you down right there. Perfect. Alright, and so we have a blocker for this. Okay. Alright, and we're going to end turn. So that was Sunday. Sunday was a lot of fun. Lesson learned there, it was just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. All of it was just ridiculous. There. Okay, great. But if he swords to plowshares it, like, there's not a lot I can do. There's not a lot I can do. I don't feel like I need to take this out or try and attack, but I do want to draw a card. So if he chumps blocks, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Alright, good. I can take nothing out right now. I can equip this. Yeah, do it. Let's do it. Drop this down. Yes. Counter target spell. That's great for you. I'm so glad. So glad. Alright. Instant, and I can flash him in next round. So I'm going to hold these. And then I will Alpha Strike there. Resolve those. And then on Monday, we did a walking tour of Cincinnati. It was really great. Cincinnati's a wonderful city. If you've never seen it, I encourage you to take the trip. It's worth it. It's definitely a lot of fun. And they have a lot of money there because the sports teams are there and a couple other reasons. But definitely one of those places to go and see and enjoy. Draw 2 cards. Yes, I do. I will draw 2 cards right there. And then at the beginning of you gain life where X is the number of cards minus 4. He's going to gain 4. Okay, good. He's going to swing at me for 2. I will take it. Okay. Perfect. I think we've got him. Drop land. I could have flashed this in and guaranteed the win. But I can't right now. So, if I drop you, 2 drop you, there. He didn't counter it. Good. And then let's attack. Alpha Strike. Everything. Yes. Okay. We will make the snake unblockable. Revitalize, he's going to gain 3. Draw a card. Pay 2. So we're going to pay the 2. Right there. And then damage is going to resolve. He's going to jump. Why is he not blocking this? We got him. All right, cool. We got him. So Monday we walked around Cincinnati. It was a beautiful day. Kids played it all. It was basically like a walking park tour, basically, where we went around to all the parks in the area. We rode the rail car. Really awesome. Draw X card for each drawn this way. Discard a card permanent. Oh, okay. Unless you sacrifice a permanent. Martyr of Frost. I think I'll get rid of you. Get rid of you. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. That's actually kind of strong. We'll hold on to him. Keeper of Mind. Draw a card. So these two would play off well each other. Play this ability only if target opponent has at least 2 more cards than you in their hand. Oh, well, not as good. Alright, we'll get rid of you. And we'll hold on to this one. Let's hear. Destroy target creature, planeswalker's controller, searches the library for basic land. That's okay. I'll keep that one for now. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're going to go over here. We're going to take that. And then that's Teferi right there. That's the guy. The guy. Alright, go in here. Let's see what we get for cards. Doot. And then on Tuesday, we drove back. Tuesday was a lot of driving, just in the car again. Kids did really well. Roadways were very clear of all ridiculousness. Not completely clear, but clear enough. Proliferate, Volt Charge. Choose any number of permanents with counters on them. And give them a counter of kind. Oh, okay. All right, that's actually pretty good. Toxic. When enters the battlefield, another creature gets not as good. There's the mirrors. Mirror Kinsmith. Enters the battlefield. Let me search the library for a mirror. I don't really have a mirror deck. Moradin. Okay, and then Vigilance. Okay, I'll get rid of that. And then Forge, Hammer, Centurion. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard, put an oil counter on him. Whenever he attacks, remove 2 oil counters from it. Oh, okay. Not as good. Complete Devotion. Target creature gets one. It has Toxic. Oh, if it has Toxic. Get rid of that. Malcator's Watcher. I'm going to get rid of you. Zealot's Conviction. Flash, Enchant Creature. Corruption. As long as opponent has 3 or more. Gotcha. Poison counters. When Gulping Scrap Trap enters the battlefield or dies, proliferate. Interesting. Target creature. Exile the top card here. Okay, fair enough. That looks like a sliver, but it's not really. Slaughter Singer. Toxic 2. Whenever another creature you control with toxic attacks, it's +1/+1 until. Okay, that's not terrible. Tamio's Logbook. Get rid of that one. Shieldred's Edict. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Each opponent sacrifices a token. Each opponent sacrifices a Planewalker. So that's pretty good removal. Mind Splice Apparatus. It's flash at the beginning of your upkeep. Put an oil counter, instant, or sorceries for each oil counter on this. Oh, okay. So that's pretty good, actually. Because if you do the oil counters, and you can just... That works really well with like an Izzet deck, where it's a red-blue, and you get a lot of sorceries that way. So hold on to that one. And with the proliferate from this, there you go. Like already. But most of this was to be sold situation. Alright, fair enough. Now, do I want to keep going with what I've got without the damnations in the deck? Let me put you guys back on. Let's see here. Nope, right here. This is what I want. Whenever you draw a card. Damnations are a pretty good idea. The counter spell is pretty good. Echoing Truth is actually a really good way to get rid of tokens. I don't know what kind of deck Teferi's going to have. Yeah, I don't know. If it's worth it. Markov Baron. Propaganda would be pretty good as well, because that would stop him from doing things. Retract. We'll see. We'll see. We got a bunch of things that we can potentially do. Shalab Dreadweaver. I haven't found a good use for that one from Lord of the Rings. Alright, yeah, let's first get through the other remaining Teferi acolytes. Disciples, I should say. Disciple of Teferi. This is a terrible draw. But I will keep it just because I have the bounce. Okay, yep, he's going to do the aspirants. That's fine. Yep, end turn. Drop the land right there. Good. Awesome. Gonna blink me for 1 with lifelink. Yep, of course you will. Do I want to bounce this? I kind of want to play these two off of each other so that I get the right card that he sacks. So I'm going to end turn. He's going to hit me for 1 because he's got that. That's exactly why I did it. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do... Well, no, I can just remove it now. Is that what I want to do? Yes, we're going to remove this. Yep, right there. Gonna hit me for 1. Oh, good. That's terrible, actually. Do I have a way of getting rid of that? Not right now. I need to drop this. Wait, what? Cost 4. Because of this. Dang it. I gotta drop this. No. What? Why? Cost. Spell. All spells. Oh, for front door's sake. There is nothing I can do.
Dad,
Yes, bud.
are these ice cubes salted?
No.
Okay.
I've never heard of a salted ice cube, buddy.
They're delicious.
Oh. I mean... That's just to do something. He's going to hit me for 2, and he's going to get that out, and he's going to get that. Okay, yeah, he's getting all his stuff. Darn it. Damnation, looking pretty good. Yep. We're gonna drop this. Yes. Then it should bounce me outside. Alright. Let's get back over to that city. Stay away. No, I don't want to fight you. I'm wounded. I'm wounded. Go second. We will keep this hand. Do we have a tap land? We don't. We have all the blue sources that we want, but we need a black to really get online. So we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Tattered Haunt, flying, can't be blocked. Only can block creatures with flying. Okay, fair enough. We'll drop this down. Drop you down. Right there. Perfect. Okay, we'll end turn. What are you doing? Oh, returning it to my hand. He's gonna hit me for 2. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We will drop this down again. And then we will drop this down right there. And then we will end turn. Good. And then I need a black source of mana. Do I bounce? Or do I... Yeah, do I bounce or do I go another route? Do I equip? Don't always... It gets first strike. This really is probably the... Well, honestly, this is probably the thing that we should do. This is... So if I equip this, then I can cast this for free. Right there. But we'll see if he chooses to block it. So we can choose to bounce that. Or I can choose to remove it. Instants or sorceries from your hand. Equal to the... Oh, only one. Shoot. Darn it. Geist damage. Yep. I didn't have... Yep. Darn it. Mill 5 cards. Oh, geez. Well, those would have been nice to have. Especially those lands. Alright, so... I guess I could also just draw a card. That's the better play. Get a black source out right now. And then hit him. And I don't have... Yeah, auto 2. Yeah, okay. Yep, unfortunately that's not working for me right there. Target a creature opponent controls. How do I want to play this here? I can finally have some removal. Yep, have him just sack a creature. Do I want to drop you? I tapped that in a... No, I guess I had to tap it with the black mana source because that's the only black source I had. Okay. Cancel. I have this for the bounce on these two. Whenever another spirit enters, till end of turn. Oh, okay. And then... We're going to bounce it. We will not kick it. Bounce that. Auto. There. Not take the damage. Another black source. That's fine. Fortunately, that's not gonna... So... drop this down. Right there. And then Alpha Strike there is going to block. He is not. I can choose to cast a spell. We'll take that out. Why is it not doing it? Flitterwing should be doing. You may cast an instant sorcery from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the damage without paying the mana cost. Should be doing 3. Why is it not letting it work? I'm very confused as to why it's not letting it pop off. It seems to not be working. So that might need to come out of my deck. Oh no, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. I just had to walk through the sequence for it to proc, because it didn't actually do the damage yet. Okay. I mean, if you just let me, you know, alone. Yeah, if I just bring you out, I need 5, and do I have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, so first things first. I'm going to return that 1, 2, there. It's still going to proc. That's fine. And then do this, this, and then auto pay this. Oh, it's because it's my turn. Let's go into here, drop a swamp. No, I already dropped land, didn't I? Yeah, I can't attack. So now I can drop land. And that's it. I played that wrong. Okay, but we're learning. Learning is fun. And then, oh gosh, this guy coming out. He's going to tap this one. There. Awesome. Cool. Great. There. And then let's do this. Right there. Auto. Do this. Auto. There. What's the card? Yep, so he should be able to block. I should be able to do damage this turn to him, and we get to draw a card. Never mind, he chose to not do that. But we had first strike on that. There, mills 10 cards. Okay, cool. We have an instant to use. Oh, he's going to put a +1/+1 counter. There, and then we're going to bounce this to his hand. So he's going to lose those counters. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this without the casting cost. Onto this. Tap those. Blue. And then there. So he loses those counters, and we have lethal. So, auto, alpha. Good. I just wanted to go home. You didn't want me to go home. Chilling, or crippling chill. Tap creature, doesn't untap during targets, draw a card. That's not really that good. Nebelgeist Intruder. Flash, enters, target opponent, Screaming Nemesis. Whenever Screaming Nemesis is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target, to any other target. If player was dealt this damage, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. So that's actually a pretty good card. That kind of counters the monk deck that he had going on. Okay. Alright, so we're going to heal. Good. And then we're going to make our way back. And then this will probably be the last time we try and fight these guys. Let's go up here. Oh, no, wait. I went the wrong way. It's around this way. It's around this way. Going up this way. And then, just for the fun of it, because we need to kind of have that removal. Oh, no, we need to go to inventory. Right here. Let's put those two in. I feel like this hasn't been as useful.
Did someone eat my chocolate bunny?
No.
Because I gave Ainsley a chocolate bunny.
Oh, hang on. I don't want you on camera, buddy.
And then when I went to go get my egg, it was on the floor cracked. When I flipped both sides over, nothing was in it.
I don't know, buddy.
I had two chocolate. I literally just had two chocolate bunnies, but I gave one away, so I should have had one in the egg.
Okay, I'm sorry, Hunter. Maybe you should ask the girls and see where it went.
I did.
And they said?
Nothing.
They said,
none of them ate it.
Okay, well then, that's what happened. But I'll come out and I'll talk with them too, okay?
Okay.
All right, buddy. Why don't you go outside? I'll be out in about 5-10 minutes, okay?
Can I have treats?
Are the girls still here?
No.
Where's Evelyn?
Oh, she's still outside.
So go play with her outside for a little bit and then we're going to have some lunch, okay?
What day is it today?
Today's Friday the 10th. April 10. All right, cool. We're going to remove that one. Do I want to remove this? Yes, let's remove that. Let's remove you. I think we're okay. Leave it at 46. We have the two damnations in our deck now. Let's see if that helps. Let's see if that helps. We won the coin toss. All right. Off to a good start. 1, 2, 3 land. Okay, we will keep it. We'll drop our tap land. We'll pass turn. Yep. That's what I expected him to do. There. Drop you down. And then we'll end turn. Ivory Tower. Okay. Drop. Drop you down. There. And then we will attack. There. Okay. We don't have 2 mana. It's fine. If he chooses to block, that's fine. But now he gets to mill a card. And we get to look at a card. We do want that. We'll keep that on the top. He's going to gain life there. He's going to swing at me. He's going to gain some life. Okay. Drop an island. We will equip this. Auto. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Alpha Strike. Yes. That one is the only one that can work on. So, no. We will not give that unblockable. We will go in, we will swing at him. We'll have that work in our favor. He'll mill. We will hold on to this. We'll top that one. We'll get a blocker. He's gaining some life. Search library. Not casting anything great. There it is. There's the crazy. Yep. Okay. So he's gaining 2 life. from here, what do I want to do? Drop you down. Right there. Okay. This can't be blocked by this. This I can make unblockable if he chooses to chump block. That's fine. And we get a wolf token. Okay. And if he doesn't choose to block, I have the ability to flash this in at the end of his next round. So there. Okay. So we will alpha strike. Yes. We will alpha strike. No. Not with that. We will just strike with this. There. Click OK. Click cancel. There. He's not blocking. Right there. So we get another chump blocker. Good. We will bottom deck that. There. So he has 24 cards in his graveyard right now. Super awesome for us. And then we're going to pass turn. Okay. End step. I'm going to flash in. That's fine. He countered it. That's okay. I will take the draw of 2 cards. Right there. I'll drop land. This is upkeep. There. Drop a land. Now, so whenever Ink Eyes Servant of Oni deals combat damage to a player, you may put target creature card from that player's graveyard onto battlefield under your control. So if I flash that in, or ninjutsu that in, what creature card does he have that I want?
What time is it?
It's noon. I'm just wrapping up right now. So what creature cards does he have that I could want? I mean, he's got this one, which is a pretty good one to have.
Brunch, please.
Brunch?
Brunch, please.
What does that mean? We don't have bacon right now. We don't have eggs right now. We gotta go grocery shopping tomorrow.
I can make them.
I'll help you with that, okay? I'm gonna be done here after this fight, okay? Alright, so let's... Alright, so we can do that. We can get this guy.
I can make the eggs, because I'll still go.
I just told you we don't have eggs. What do I want to do? Yeah, let's do this. Right there. Let's equip this onto you. Right there. Okay. Okay. Attack with him. There. Okay. Cancel. He is choosing to block, which makes sense. Okay. Alright, so... how can I make this? Oh, damnation. Now, if I bring this in, does it have the equipment on it? Or no? Because if it doesn't, that's fine. Let's bring that out now. that we have a 5/4 blocker. And he's got a block. He's choosing not to. I will top deck that. We untap all our land. Like, he has 10 cards in his deck right now. If he has a board wipe, if he casts Armageddon, I'm kind of hosed. That's why I'm holding on to these. Okay. He just gave everybody Defender. Why? Gain 2 life scry. Okay. He's got a lot of things procking right now. So the monk, disciple, draw, end step. He just killed himself. So confused. Why would he do that? I am so confused by what he just did. I'm so confused by what he just did. Alright, so let's see what we got. Oh, Crydell Baldin's son, Scion from the Final Fantasy. Lifelink, Trace Ether. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh wow, that actually does only once per turn. That's actually pretty good. Sorcery. Your life total becomes equal to your starting life total. Lands you control do not untap during the next turn. We'll get rid of that. Put target spell or non-land permanent onto its owner library second from the top. Memory. Aftermath. Cast this spell from your graveyard, then exile each player, then shuffles his or her hand into the library and draws 7 cards. Okay. Get rid of that, I think. I think I don't really need that. When Serum Visionary enters the battlefield, draw a card, then scry 2. Whenever Benthic Chronologist enters the battlefield or attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, draw a card. No, I don't want that. Daring Windrider. When Daring Windrider enters, you may cast a target instant or sorcery card with mana value X4 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If you do that, that's actually kind of good. If I could get it out of in the game, that's actually pretty good. So I can recast spells, but then it kind of worked counter to Glamdring. We'll get rid of you. And then Merfolk Wizard, you may cast her as though it had flash if you pay 2 more. And enters the battlefield, you may return target tapped creature your opponent controls to his other hand. Oh, that's not bad. It's a bounce and you can flash it in for a little extra. And it's a 2/2. With Merfolk. I'll hold on to it. Someone gave me an idea for a Merfolk deck, so I'll hold on to that. Yeah, okay. Cool. Awesome. Alright, so let's see, what time is it? We have 2 more left to do. We have Teferi, and we have 1 more Acolyte, or Disciple. So we're going to leave that there, and then next week we're going to pick this up. And hopefully you guys are liking this. On the outro side of things, we're going to do a little bit of a chat, and then we're going to talk. Let me see here. So if I go into right here, I go into... All right, you guys going around the block?
Yeah, just once.
Okay. All right, hopefully that comes through. Give a sec. Let's see. Oh no, might have broke it. And then we go to main. Yay! It worked. It worked. Cool. Awesome. So let's see here. Camera overlay. Yep. All right, there's the overlay right there. There's the socials. Yep, right there. Yeah, the socials doing their thing right there. Cool. Awesome. All right, nice. So, what I wanted to talk with you guys about and just have this out here in posterity for you guys is the channel's going to change just a little bit. I'm going to try a different format. Currently, as you saw on the beginning, our splash screen, our open screen for the live stream, and what I've had in the background has said that the live streams are from 9 to 12 on Fridays. And we have session games Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we have our long plays on Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to change that format just a little bit to try and see what happens, to experiment and see what you guys like, see what gets those ever important hits or views, etc. So what my plan is right now is I'm going to continue to do our long plays on Saturday and Sunday. And I'm going to change the format from our session game to where I have Saturday and Sunday, or Monday and Sunday, Monday, to be gameplay 1. Okay? And then Friday and Saturday are going to be gameplay 2. So that way we're playing 2 games together. You guys see that on YouTube, and I'll have those uploads. And then on Fridays, we're going to continue to have our live streams on that day from 9 to 12. And on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are when I'm going to do the session gameplays. So what's going to end up happening is every day of the week there's going to be an upload on the YouTube side of things. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen that format, here's going to be the new channel. We're going to have Monday. So let's start over. Here's our new channel schedule. Sunday and Monday, gameplay 1. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, session game. Friday, Saturday, gameplay 2. And every Friday, we're going to do our live stream, 9 to 12. So hopefully you guys are here for it. I'm going to make this into a little bit of a short and upload it to the channel as well, so you kind of see that. And I can't thank you guys enough for taking time out of your busy schedule to play the games with me and check out the channel. I really do appreciate it, and we will catch you next week. I'm going to go catch up to my kids as they go around the block and have some fun with them.